Ready for medical career growth? Yes, you are in the right place. Hello, this is Dr. Neema Bish, BDS by degree and a pharma professional. As a founder of Career in Pharma, our mission is to guide medical professionals towards remarkable success in the pharma industry. With a track record of over 700 plus students trained and placed into various premier pharma companies, we are here to elevate your journey.
Hello everyone, once again I welcome you all to Career in Pharma, and in today's video we are going to talk about what is signal in pharmacovigilance. Now with this we are going to restart our important interview question answer series on pharmacovigilance, and this is episode number 15 with what is signal inside pharmacovigilance. So let's begin. Now in today's video I am going to talk about what is signal number 1, then I will talk about what is signal management, what are the different sources for detection of signals, and what is purpose behind this entire signal detection. So among these 4 topics I will be discussing signal inside pharmacovigilance. So you all know signal is a very common term, right? You must have heard traffic signal, you must have heard red signal, green signal, yellow signal, right? So similarly we have signal term in pharmacovigilance, definitely which doesn't mean traffic signal, but we call it as safety signal. So this is also called as safety signal or just a signal in pharmacovigilance. Now what is signal? So signal is basically a hypothesis. This is not any conclusion. Signal is a hypothesis. You can say it's an alarm based on which the pharmaceutical industries, WHO, UMCs, they have to do so many assessment to confirm that whatever there is and that signal, whatever is the alarm is actually true or it was something else. So signal is essentially a hypothesis of a risk associated with medicine, any drug, that we call it as signal. So if I talk about WHO UMC definition, so as per WHO UMC definition, a safety signal refers to information on a new or a known side effect. So not always a signal will be some information, some new information. It could be some new information on already existing side effect, known side effect, or it could be some new side effect. So it refers to information on a new or a known side effect that may be. Why we are saying maybe? Because I already said signal is just a hypothesis unless and until we conclude, we confirm with the help of data analysis and data mining. So it is just a hypothesis and it refers to information on new or a known side effect that may or may not be caused by a medicine and is typically generated from more than one single report. So it is not that with a single report we will say that this is a signal. No. To say any signal or to raise the alarm, we should be having conclusion from multiple reports. Yes. So it is important to note that a signal does not indicate a direct causal relationship between a side effect and a medicine, but essentially it's only a hypothesis that together with data and argument justifies the need for further assessment. So there is a need for further assessment to conclude any signal, to conclude that this side effect is because of this drug, to conclude that already existing side effect is coming more in number. So anything, whatever we want to conclude, we'll do with the help of further data analysis, further data mining and further assessment. So the information in any signal can be new or can be any addition to existing side effect. Yes, so it could be both. It can also inform about an already known association between a medicine and an adverse drug effect. For example, on the range of severity of the effects or its outcome, suggesting a mechanism, indicating an at-risk group, suggesting a dose range which might be riskier, pharmaceutical group effect or a lack of effect by any medicine. This all could be few example of signals. So since the information reported in a signal is not conclusive, it may change substantially over time or as more data accumulates, right? So this is about signal. What is signal? Now what is signal management? Once we identify that there is some signal, some alarm because of some drug, then how we are going to manage it, how it happens, what is the workflow. So once any signal has been detected, the relationship between the medicine and the occurrence of the side effect is further evaluated in what we called is as causality assessment. So we are further going to do the causality assessment. Yes, so we are going to find out the relationship between the suspected event and the new signal and the medicine, right? So there should be a credible association between a side effect and a medicine, and then we will communicate this signal with UMC. Okay, so UMC will communicate the evaluation as a signal via Visualize. Now Visualize is UMC's signal detection and management system. So UMC, which is Uppsala Monitoring Center, which is working with WHO for their international drug monitoring system. So in collaboration with WHO, UMC will communicate the evaluation as a signal via Visualize, which is UMC's signal detection and management system. So Visualize is a signal detection and management system, and they going to communicate to the members of WHO International Drug Monitoring Program. So WHO has a program which is International Drug Monitoring System, where there are many members. So UMC going to communicate with those members, and subsequently it may be published in some publicly available newsletters such as WHO Pharmaceuticals newsletter, or in any scientific journal, or via with the help of healthcare professionals to the hospital they are going to communicate. So regulators in individual countries may investigate further about this signal and decide if any action is required. Parallelly, WHO UMC will also investigate it further with their data mining activity. Yes, so that if any further action can be taken with that signal. So that action could be anything like providing a public alert or warning, or withdrawing any drug from the market. So action could be many things, right? So that's how we manage the signal. Okay, we manage the signal. So ultimately all the information is collecting in WHO UMC database, that is Vigibase, and from there evaluation will happen, data mining happens, and further WHO comes with some conclusion, and also they communicate this information to rest of the world with the help of WHO International Drug Monitoring System. Now this is about how we manage the signals. So basically signal detection aims to identify and describe suspected harm to patients caused by use of medicine. So ultimately we want patient to use safe medicines. So if any alarm is there, that will be communicated through this signal management system, right? Now what are the sources of detection of signal? What are the sources? What is the information with the help of that we can detect the signals? So these are like spontaneous reporting, and then active monitoring systems, interventional studies means clinical trial, ongoing clinical trial. Non-intervention studies like observational studies or pharmacoepidemiological studies. Non-clinical studies like animal toxicology studies, some systematic reviews, that is review of any published art literature, meta-analysis, that is mathematical pooling of all the clinical trial data. So these are sources for detection of signals. From these all sources also there could be some signal, and that we have to further evaluate. Yes. Now what is the overall purpose of this signal detection? Why we are doing this? Why there is a requirement of signal? Why there is a requirement of this signal management system? And why there is a requirement to further evaluate further, to do the data mining, to do the data analysis. Now the whole purpose of signal detection is to check for the event character, means whatever the adverse event is there, to check what kind of event actually it is, what is its character, what is its nature, what is its frequency, and based on that the pharma company can go for further risk management plan. Now what is risk management plan, that we are going to talk about in the next video. So to manage the risk, to plan the risk management, we need this signal detection information. Whatever we evaluated with the help of signal, that report, with the help of that report, further action the pharma company will take, further action the WHO UMC will take, and based on that pharma company going to make a risk management plan, so that there should not be further unnecessary harm to the patient because of the medicine. So the risk management plan can be further, banning any drug or minimizing the use of the drug, or decreasing the frequency, or decreasing the dose depending on the frequency of the adverse event, seriousness and severity of the adverse event. So this is all about signal. Now let me tell you for whom this signal is can be an important interview question. Basically, if you are a medical graduate, MBBS, and if you are going to give interview for medical reviewer, that is drug safety physician, then you need to know very well what is signal, how we detecting it, what are the sources from where the inputs are coming to detect the signal, and what is overall purpose of detecting this signal and doing this all stuff. So let me tell you, WHO UMC has a huge role to play in this signal detection and management, because they have a huge database, that is Vigibase, and in that Vigibase, which has over 35 million, more than 35 million adverse event databases there in that Vigibase. So that helps a lot in data analysis and data mining, and based on that, some new picture can be seen, some bigger picture can be seen, and based on that, always the pharma company are ready to make some risk management plan, and they are ready to take some action. So this is what about signal. Even if you are going to give interview for, let's say, drug safety associate or pharmacovigilance associate role, then also you should be knowing this signal. Yes. So before you go for interview, please do check this video on signal, and if you want to know more on signal, you can also check out WHO UMC website, who are really doing a commendable job, really doing a lot on this signal part. Yes. So this is all about signal and signal management, detection and purpose of signal inside pharmacovigilance. I hope you got clarity theoretical wise, and I hope this video give you clear cut picture on what is signal, and I hope if you are going to give interview, you will be able to answer this question very well. Yes, and all the best for your interview, and don't forget to check out this video before you go for interview. Yes, that's all about signal, and if you have further doubt or if anything is not clear to you, please feel free to ask below in the comment section. Please type your question in the comment section below. I will definitely read all, and I definitely would love to answer all the comments. Yes, so with this I am going to conclude this video on signal. Will be coming soon with some fresh next video. Till the time I come again, till that time, please stay safe, aware, healthy, updated, and keep exploring new things. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, don't forget to hit a like button, and don't forget to share our channel to your colleagues, your friends, where you can help out more people in this community. Thank you all. Thank you. With this, have a nice day. Bye bye.